Hi, anyone and everyone. This is Kim the Humble Hermit with Come As You Are Oracle. I'm going to do some Witchy Wednesday. Today is Wednesday, July 2nd, 2025. You may follow me on the Talk, the Tube, my blog, or not. Totally up to you. Take what resonates. It all might resonate. It's Witchy Wednesday. So we're going to use everyday spells for the busy witches. I got this off Amazon, $10 maybe, 15 maybe. We got the Secret Oracle of the Green Witch. I'm pretty sure Amazon, but it could have been, it actually could have been the Renaissance Fair. I'm not going to lie. I think it was Amazon though. We got Roses, Dust, and Ashes, an oracle featuring cemetery symbols. Stacey Williams, NG. This is from Le Peneterre, where I order some of my oddball decks that I just absolutely flippin' love. And I think I'm gonna order some for the giveaway when we reach 1,000 subscribers. I'm not gonna lie. Actually, maybe I'll go on there today and look at that. I picked 3 from each deck, top, bottom, and middle. All right. So from the Roses, Dust, and Ashes, we've got Resilience, Eternity, and Passion. People might not look at you first glance and realize how strong you are as an individual with the Resilience card, but you're pretty strong, right? You're resilient. You bounce back. Like when people think like you're gonna fall and you're not gonna come back, you come back. And why wouldn't you? That's how it should be, right? Sorry, my nose is driving me nuts. It's always flipping around over there. You always bounce back. And again, you should. You should never take anything too seriously. You never should let anything get you down for too long. It's okay to get depressed. It's okay to get sad. It's okay to be in your fifis, but don't stay there too long, right? Like, get up and fight. I feel like whoever you are, as most of us have, we've been doing this our whole lives with the Eternity card. And some people might look at you and be like, oh, like they're a pushover, ha ha ha, like they don't really know what's going on. They don't know my true intentions. Just because you don't call somebody out doesn't mean you don't know. And again, if you've been doing this your whole life, if you've been standing there watching your whole life, right, you're not necessarily going to be the one to say anything. Why would you? You could just go about your life in peace. You don't have to call somebody out for being an ass. And I think some people don't realize this attribute you have. I don't think they realize what you've been doing your whole life. With the Passion card, like it's strong. Like for someone, like passionate about protecting yourself, passionate about protecting your peace, passionate about keeping the peace, passionate about seeking peace, passionate about self-care, passionate about love for one's own mental health. That's why you don't get involved in BS. It just very much gives off somebody going their whole life cutting the cord, getting rid of people that aren't good for them, and other people not really recognizing that someone actually puts in a lot of effort to protect themselves. And literally someone's over here fighting demons every day, right? I mean, most of us do that. We got 3 cards for the Green Witch. We've got the Candles, We've got the Kitchen Witch. And we've got the Lady of the Herbs. Again, all of these are top, bottom, and middle cards. The candles. So you might be one to use light magic, fire magic. I told you guys I cut the cord every day, and I don't use a cord, and I don't use 2 candles. But I do use fire. And again, you can use candles for fire magic, but you can also use it for light magic. I prefer you use it for good magic, but you know, to each their own. Kitchen Witch. This is somebody that would use cooking, maybe making cocktails, things like that, to create spell work, to put out energy, to manifest. Okay? Something you could be into, something you might be looking into, something maybe you want to look into. And the Lady of the Herbs. This would be an herbalist. Maybe you have a garden, you grow herbs, you buy herbs from your local grocer, whatever the case. My aunt is a botanist, a retired botanist, actually. She used to work for the government, very much involved in herbs and other things having to do with herbs and plants, right? Insects, animals, all of that coincides together. It's an ecosystem, right? And it's kind of funny because all of this would go together. You could put herbs in your food. You can put herbs in candles. Hello. Very interesting. And it's kind of okay. It's kind of funny because there's flowers here in the background, right? I'm not even looking at that. I'm looking at the floral pattern on this feminine's shirt. And I was like, oh, she likes flowers. And then I see the flowers in the background and I'm like, oh, right, real flowers. Give me a break, okay? It's still early. It's only like after 9 o'clock. I didn't get up till 6:30. We've got cleanse. Spiritually clean your space. Meditate to cleanse a space for magic. No herbs or incense required. Imagine a bright white or gold light manifesting in the center of your body, then spreading out slowly until it covers and infuses every inch of your creative space. Like a blanket of energy, like a blanket of protection, possibly. And that leads us to protection. Witch bells. Witchy bells. I'm the queen of witchy bells. Throughout history, bells on the door have protected us from negative energy and even ill-intentioned spirits. Iron and silver are popular choices for their connection to warding off the fae, but any bell will do. When you hang one, chant, guard our home, bell on the door, let evil forces come no more. I just made up my own little spell when I hung them up, and I just thought good intentions for my home. I'm just going to be honest. And I have 2 doors to my home. I have my front door, which is in the hallway to the building. Okay. We got four condos in our building. So I have 1 door of the 4. I have them on the inside, right on my door. And I bought, because that door is magnetized, so I bought little magnets to hang my witch's bells. Okay. They're on my door. I have the door to my little patio because I'm on the 2nd floor, my little deck. And I actually have a screen door on that door. So my bells are on the outside of the door, in between the door and the screen door. So if anything were to come towards the door, the bells are right there. And again, I have a little magnet there because that door is magnetized as well. And then I have witch's bells on the 2-bedroom doors. No, sorry. This bedroom door, this office door, guest room door, whatever you want to call it. And then the bathroom in my bedroom, and it faces out. So if I ever close the door, the witch's bells are in my room, facing into my room. I'm also one that's not too superstitious about mirrors. So I also have mirrors, and I have them facing in specific directions for my own protection. If you ever want to know more about that, feel free to email me. TheHumbleHermitllc at gmail.com, I think is what it is. It's in the link tree. It's in the description box. You can always email me. I can give you some direction on mirrors. I actually love mirrors. I'm not superstitious about mirrors. I do believe that they are portals. I do believe that. So like I said, I position them a certain way for my own peace of mind. That's just me. We got manifestation. Lost and found. Find lost objects by invoking symbols of abundance. Drop a couple of almonds in your pocket and recite, Keeper of what disappears, hear me now, open your ears. Find for me what I now seek, as I will so mote it be. In a short time, the missing object should reappear. Interesting. Does that count for things we lost in childhood? So it's gonna sound really crazy, and I actually think somebody just stole it from me. I used to have 2 bookmarks, okay, and I bought them at like a B. Dalton or something. If you remember B. Dalton, like back in the day, like 80s, 90s, or it might have even been a Cooper Smith. I'm not too sure, but I used to buy books all the time as a kid. I loved to read, and I found these 2 bookmarks, okay, and they were laminated. And on each one, it was stamps. It was laminated stamps. And they were butterflies. And I had 2 of them, and they were different. Okay, they had 4 different stamps on each one. And then I think on the back side, I think it was just plain. I don't think there was anything on there other than maybe like a copyright or something like that. Very cute, very girly. I loved them. I think I spent like maybe three to $5 on each of them. I don't know, something like that. One of them went missing, and I could not find it for the life of me. And again, I feel like somebody stole it. I don't know. I mean, it's been gone since I was a little kid, and we've moved, right? Like my family moved, I moved out, I moved into the house with the ex-husband. Now I'm in my condo, so I've looked for that thing a million times over, never found it. The second one, I think when I moved into the condo, I think I was just like, oh, like I'm just going to donate it. Like I don't ever use it. It just kind of sits here. And even though I kept some of my books, a few of my books, and I donated most of the rest, I was just like, I'm just going to like donate it. I'm going to give it away, whatever. But I still think about the bookmark that I lost. I still think about it. And it's kind of funny because the one that I still had, I want to say, had a blue butterfly on it. I think it's the one I still had. I could be wrong. It could be the one that I lost, but I think it's the one I still had. It had a little plain blue looking butterfly on it. If you follow me, if you subscribe, if you've been watching me for 1.5 years, the ex-best friend, I don't know if she still has it, but she had her first tattoo ever that I know of was a little blue butterfly on her chest, and it very much looked like the little blue butterfly on the stamp. I'm just saying. Anyway, I hope the reading, I hope the Witchy Wednesday, I hope it all resonated for you. I hope, if anything, you enjoyed it, you found it entertaining. I hope you all are having a great Wednesday, a great hump day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.